welcome back to In the Kitchen with Sandy, and today I am making a fabulous seafood pasta with a white cream sauce. This is so, please don't be intimidated by the name of it. It's so amazing and it's so easy to make. Just requires just a few ingredients and it just comes together so perfectly well. The first thing I've got over there is I've got a pot of boiling water, and make sure you want to salt that. Salt it like the sea, baby. Salt it like the sea. You gotta season that pasta. My salted water coming to a boil for my pasta. And what we're also going to use here, I've got some shrimp. This is raw shrimp, and it has been deveined and cleaned and the tail peeled off. And here I've got some crab meat, some minced crab meat. And I've got some butter, and in here I've got some chopped green onions. This is like a combination. You can't even tell. I was lazy and I put it all in one. Lots of fresh, finely chopped garlic and a little bit of garlic salt. And I've got some heavy whipping cream, a little bit of lemon juice, some chicken stock, and the pasta that I am using is the shells. You can use any type of pasta you want, but I think this goes beautifully with this dish. It just looks amazing. And it tastes amazing. And then I've got some Parmesan cheese here, a little bit of olive oil, and some pepper. Now, just a little sneak peek of what we just filmed, or I'm waiting to icing my wonderful apple ginger cake, and look at that. Whew, I'm gonna tell you something, my house, it smells amazing. But anyway, back to this recipe. But anyway, what we're gonna do, I've got my water starting to boil. It always sounds so hateful back there when it starts to boil. You can hear it, it's like really loud. But anyway, let's go over to the stove and we're gonna get started. To my nice hot pan, I've added a little bit of olive oil there, just a little bit. And this is one of the dishes that I like to add the olive oil and the butter together. I think it makes for an amazing, delicious taste, yummy. And put your butter in there. That's about 3 tablespoons. I know it looks like a lot, and it's not really a whole lot for this dish, but you want this dish to be nice and creamy. I hope you can hear me over my hateful water over there coming to a boil. As soon as that does come to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and pop that pasta in there. So we're going to get this nice and melted. And it's okay, you don't have to wait for it to melt. Go ahead and throw your garlic and your onions in there. And we're just going to give this a nice toss. We're just going to kind of cook a little bit of the raw garlic out of there, and we're going to infuse our butter and our olive oil with the flavors from the onion and the garlic. And then, oh my goodness, you know how it is when you get that garlic in the pan, it's amazing. Go ahead and toss in your shrimp. And we are just going to saute these until they're nice and pink in color. And then we're going to remove them from the pan, and then we're going to finish up the dish. This is a very quick dish. It takes from start to finish probably less than 12 to 15 minutes. So what you do is go ahead and get your shrimp nice and pink in there. Make sure you stir them around. Look at that, they're already getting pink. And you can go ahead and add some pepper to that. I like a lot of pepper. A lot of people think that pepper just adds color, but you know, pepper does have an amazing flavor all on its own. I have a really excellent recipe for peppercorn steaks that uses the chunk peppercorns, and it is amazing. I promise I'll share that with you. But what we're going to do, like I said, is go ahead and stir fry that shrimp there, get it nice and pink in color, and then we're going to remove it, and then we're going to continue on with the recipe. Okay, these are absolutely perfect. Look at the beautiful color on those. Now we're going to go ahead and take those out. I'm going to keep an eye on my pasta. This should be done in just a couple minutes. We're going to keep our pan on. Go ahead and take your shrimp out of there. And the reason that I'm taking my shrimp out is because I do not want to overcook it while I'm finishing this dish, because shrimp can become slightly rubbery, and we don't want that. These are delicious. We have been snacking on these just like this. Perfect. Now I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to add my chicken stock to my pan. And all those wonderful flavors that are on the bottom of the pan, it's kind of going to deglaze the pan and bring those wonderful flavors up into the broth. We're going to bring this back up to a boil. Let's turn this up just a little bit to get it started. Just go ahead and run your whatever utensil you're using to the bottom and get all those wonderful flavors off the bottom. And we're going to bring this up and let it, we're going to let this simmer for about 2 to 3 minutes. Heavy whipping cream, and once again, you're going to bring this back up to temperature, and look at that, oh, look at those wonderful flavors. You are going to let this simmer for about another minute or two, just for a couple minutes, and then we're going to add the remaining ingredients. Next, you're going to add your crab meat. Careful not to splatter and burn yourself. This is minced crab meat, and it goes amazing with this dish. Just kind of give it a nice stir around. It's already, the crab meat's already pre-cooked, so no worries about not getting that done enough. And then you're going to add your cheese. And I'm going to go ahead and hit this with just a little bit more pepper. Oh, it smells amazing. And just a little tiny bit of salt. Because remember, we use the chicken stock. So it's going to have a little bit of salt consistency with it already. Now you don't want to scorch this. So go ahead and give it some nice stirs. And then you can go ahead and add your shrimp back in there. And any juices that's run off onto the plate, you go ahead and add them because it's just nothing but nice, delicious garlic. Oh, look at that. Get all that in there. Got to get all that back in there. Look at that. It's amazing. And we're going to go ahead and top this off with our little bit of lemon juice. Lemon juice goes so well with seafood. Any of it. Shrimp, clams, oysters, fish. It goes perfect with fish. We're going to let this cook for about another minute or two, and then we're going to add our pasta, and we are going to dig in. It's going to be amazing. Now you can go ahead and throw your pasta in there, and your sauce will thicken. Come on, shells. It'll thicken up once you pull it off of the heat. I'm going to give that a toss. This is so delicious. Make sure you coat every one of those shells. And the reason I like to use this is because you see how nice and brothy this is. Each one of those shells, see, look at that. They act as like a little cup. Oh my goodness. And they're just going to be loaded with that. You're just going to get a big bite of that nice, wonderful flavor. I want you to look how amazing that is. And look at that. The sauce is thickening up as we speak. This is so good. A nice crusty bread would be amazing with this. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. See how delicious it is. Look how creamy that is. That is not a dry pasta dish. This is delicious. Look at that little bit of crab meat. And what I like about it is it all comes together. It's like restaurant quality food, dinner, and it all comes together in a matter of 15 minutes or less. The shrimp is so tender, it's perfect. I certainly hope you give this a try this weekend. Your family's going to love it, especially if you're seafood lovers. I can't emphasize how delicious this is. I appreciate you watching this video and all of my videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'm all over social media, so please follow me. I'd love to hear your comments. I love all your comments that that are coming in, and I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.